This is a KOCO 5 First Alert Weather Severe Weather Update.
I'll give you all an update right now on severe storms that we've been tracking out in western Oklahoma. We do not have any tornado warnings right now. We have severe thunderstorm warnings, but these warnings for severe storms here for some pretty large hail, about golf ball size hail right now west of Butler. That storm is tracking down towards Clinton and Weatherford. Amanda is on that storm right now. Let me go out to Amanda. Amanda, from a radar vantage point, we see quite a bit of spin in the mid levels of the atmosphere. Obviously, it's not tornado warned, but what are you seeing right now with this storm there, Amanda?
Well, Damon, we are just right here at Hammond, and we are looking northwest here of Hammond, and just probably a couple of miles, we have a really large lowered area of this storm, and it's exactly where you'd be looking at the radar for something concerning, and we are concerned. We don't see anything on the ground or anything, but it is a very large area that is lowered on this storm right now, Damon.
Yeah, we can definitely, we've been talking to you off camera, and we can definitely see that storm in that lowered area, and that's going to be for that cell right there in Hammond. And at this current track, it's making a run down towards Stafford, and it could come pretty close to Clinton. If it comes into Clinton here, it would be in about an hour from now. So we are watching this storm dropping down to the southeast. A lot of lightning, a lot of large hail in it. Hopefully the hail sizes can come down once it comes into a town here. And then we're also watching this storm right here that also has golf balls right now south of Tologa. That is tracking down towards Watonga as well. And so looking at the areas of spin inside these storms right now, this one that Amanda was just talking about, the lowered area, is going to be south of Moorwood, right on top of Hammond there, where you see that red and that green together. And so intense storm with that as it continues to track down to the southeast, also tracking another line of storms out to the west. Should these storms hold together and come into the OKC metro, they would not do so until closer to the midnight time frame here. So we still have some time with these storms for central Oklahoma, but a lot of the data that I've been looking at shows them tracking down to the southeast, and then one or two of them making a turn down in towards around Anadarko and Chickasha. So we do not have any tornado warnings out here, but we do have some really intense, severe thunderstorm warnings right now that are dropping some pretty large hail, again, out across western Oklahoma. So right now, we have two storms. This one is expiring that are dropping big hail. If you're in Woodward, these are well south of you, but if you're in Watonga, Clinton, or Weatherford, these storms are headed in your direction, and we are watching it closely. In the meantime, we'll have the latest here on KOCO 5 News at 10 o'clock in about 28 minutes. Keep it with KOCO 5 News. We'll bring you the first alert.